breathing and bracing. So when you're going to perform a heavy lift, you want to create intra-abdominal pressure. So you may see people doing this and sucking a big breath in, whether it be through their nose or their mouth. So that's not necessarily wrong. You might want to get in that air to create that intra-abdominal pressure, but how you're doing it, how you're creating that intra-abdominal pressure, how you're stabilizing the trunk and organizing that trunk is more important than the breath itself. So when you take in that breath, are you getting a big breath, elevating those ribs, overextending the lumbar spine, the lower back, and creating disorganization in the trunk? Or are you sucking in a breath and creating a good, stable trunk using that intra-abdominal pressure? So it's not the breath itself that is the important thing, it's how you're creating that intra-abdominal pressure, how you're creating that stabilization. Whether that be with a breath through the mouth or through the nose, completely up to you. What I suggest is trying each one, sucking a breath through the nose, using that diaphragm, which is a key postural muscle, creating that stabilization. See how it feels, see how strong that brace feels. We want that 360-degree brace, not just sticking the gut out or whatever. Try it through the mouth as well. See which one feels more stable for you. See which one is you can use repetitively and create the strongest brace. And it's not just about getting in a big mouthful of air. There was a 2011 study, Hagens and Lamberg, I think it was, that actually looked at people with chronic mechanical lower back pain and people without, and they found that those with the chronic back pain actually lifted with more air in their lungs than those without. They basically got people to pick up a crate from the ground, put it onto a table. There was about 60 participants in this study. I'm not sure if it was, I'm pretty sure it wasn't trained populations, but they were building up in weight to about 25% of their body weight, I believe. And they found that those that had the chronic, that is over a year of back pain, sucked in more air into their lungs when they were lifting than those that didn't have the lower back pain. And also that the older people were, the more air they sucked in, and they had the lower back pain. Those that didn't have lower back pain sucked in less air, and as they got older, they were sucking in less air as they were lifting as well. So that shows us as well, that is the organisation of the trunk, how the intra-abdominal pressure is created, rather than the breath itself. So think about that when you're lifting, try it out, and again, remember to create that brace all the way around that trunk.